Hello, 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 hello. Let me go to Twitch on my laptop. For once, I don't actually have to use my laptop to stream, which is good because I think if I had another OBS issue, I'd fucking have a stroke. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Awesome, it's working. Say hello, love. Yeah, it's not registering your voice.
That's fine.
Sorry. I can relay what you're saying, though, if you want.
Yeah, birthday went well, as well as making up for anniversary.
Birthday went well, as well as making up for anniversary, is what Bert's saying. The reason you guys can't hear is I'm using my headphones as the mic, and they're not as strong as you would think they would be, considering these were like $90. I didn't buy them. I got them for Christmas. But yeah, this is just a chill Borderlands 3 stream. I haven't streamed this game in a very long time, and since I'm re-going through the story mode so I can get the raid bosses and everything, I figure I'll just stream and give you guys like a nice little go-over of what we did yesterday and just how we celebrated her birthday and our 6-year anniversary. It was very fun. We even made new friends, which was probably my favorite aspect of it, because I don't get to do that much. Ooh. Fuck you! You are not destroying this damn bike. I want this. There we go. But yeah, hello everyone. My name is Be Faithful and welcome to Borderlands 3. This is a game I didn't think I would be coming back to for quite a while, honestly. But honestly, I didn't expect me to take this long to get back into it, because I absolutely adore these games. The only one of the bunch I have yet to play, other than like the Tales from the Borderlands series, is Borderlands 1. I've never even touched that game before. I used to watch my brother play it, though. It was really fun. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to the chat. There we go. I'm streaming from my PS4 directly because OBS tech issues just kind of killed my enthusiasm, and I just don't want to fight with it anymore today. Can we break this? There we go. So we're not really we're kind of doing a little bit of everything, right? We're exploring, but also finishing the story again. As you can see, I have a modded gear, or I have a modded artifact that allows me to move at super speed. Let's see. And a modded Hellwalker who has a slight bit more damage, but is mainly just built to have infinite ammo. If I can remember who gave me this shit, I will put a link down to their channel, because they are a streamer as well. Basically, I was a part of this Borderlands group on Facebook, which I'm still part of, I'm just not active in, where we were just helping players out by giving them gear or, you know, doing raid bosses along with them and everything. And this guy noticed I was trying to do the Lazy Zane build, so he gave me a bunch of gear that would fit that. He even gave me a perfect roll It's Piss, which is, I believe, the grenade I have equipped now. I can double check. No, I have the Roided Mass Extinction Exploder. That's not bad, but that's not the one. Yeah, this one is perfect roll. What's up?
Looks just like Shadow.
Except, you know, Shadow's not that derpy. Well, I mean, he has his moments. Shadow's a very derpy boy when he wants to be.
Aww.
What?
First edition.
Chasing the... getting chased by a bunch of chicks. Hey man, baby chicks are vicious. Locked. Okay, so we're missing... Hey, at least we know where it is, though. So I've been very busy in this game the past few weeks. I've been trying to go through and get all the different side stuff. Rare drop, we could probably get the... I want to get all these to 50. But I don't know an effective way to farm Guardian rank, sadly. I could just Google that real quick. BL3 easy Guardian rank farm. Let's see what we got. Fastest way to farm Guardian ranks. I've heard that one before. method. There we go. I mean, yeah, I guess I could do that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a bunch of side stuff. How's the audio? Okay, cool. That's not too loud. I have it open on my laptop so I can read the chat without wasting my phone battery. We're gonna finish the story, get as much side stuff on the way, and then we'll go back and we'll do the Handsome Jackpot DLC. It was, I want to say, one of the first DLCs I enjoyed in Borderlands 3, so I don't mind revisiting it for you guys. What are you talking about? Or if the vet didn't take the insurance. I guess now would be a good time to go into that. I didn't want to start off on a somber note, but as for anyone who's been following my whereabouts on social media and on my Discord, where my community is being built and where my organization is primarily focusing our efforts to talk people down from suicide and through their traumas, you may have heard there was quite a bit of losses that impacted me and my family directly. One of them, as you guys know, I have 2 black cats named Jet and Shadow that Brittany and I call our sons because we're never having actual kids, and these 2 are like fucking toddlers. The Shadow definitely is as big as a toddler, but their brother, Oliver, who was a orange and white, very beautiful and very sweet cat, died. I don't remember the cause of which, but the heartbreaking thing about it is the reason he died was the insurance that my oldest brother, who we got Jet and Shadow from in the first place, and his fiance, soon-to-be wife in a few months. That's really good news I'll get into in a minute. The insurance they had, the stupid vet wouldn't take it. They didn't even give a legit reason, they just wouldn't take the insurance. And so Oliver, Jet and Shadow's older brother, passed away horribly. I want to say a month ago now, right? 2 months ago now. And then about a month ago I lost my second mother, who is my best friend, who I will go unnamed because I still don't know if he wants me to go public about him specifically, right? Just out of respect. His mother passed away. She went out fucking horribly as well. She died from a double heart attack, which I can't even imagine how much of a living hell that must have been. She's another person that, I don't want to say like me because that sounds conceited, but you know what I mean. You know like how I have a passion for helping others? She's a big part of that. And her entire life, that's essentially what she did. She worked as, I believe, a nurse, a social worker, and just went into all these different cases, helped children, teenagers, and adults. You can see where I'm going with this. Like, she was a big inspiration for my humanitarian efforts. And, yeah, she very much considered me a second son to her, on top of her actual son, who's, like, one of my closest friends of all time. But, yeah, it was one thing after another. My oldest brother was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Thankfully, from what I understand, for now that has been taken care of, that my family really sucks at updating each other on shit like this, as Brittany can attest to. But he seems fine because, and this is the good news, thankfully, him and his fiance Amber, who's a fucking incredible lady, you might actually remember her from a Phasmophobia stream I did. What was that, Christmas? What was that? It's the day I got my headphones. Was that Christmas? Yeah, on Christmas, you guys might remember I did a Phasmophobia stream. That was her. That is my awesome older brother's awesome fiance. Those two will be getting hitched later this year, which is the really good news. On top of that, I was finally somewhat able... I didn't really get it, so I ran out of money because I spoiled the shit out of Brit. We were finally able to get Britt's engagement ring yesterday, or kind of like a stand-in, right, until we get the wedding ring. Just a basic hematite ring, but something, because she said she wanted to wear something, you know, because you felt bad that I was wearing something, and you wanted one of your own, and I'm like, yeah, no problem. So we got our hematite ring. So she finally has an engagement ring. But it's the past few months have kind of been a mixed match of good and bad. Like, whenever something good would happen, 3 more bad things would be happening in the background. So the wedding thing was one of the biggest things I've been clinging to, because that was so cool to hear. Like, I, first of all, didn't even know those two were engaged. Because, again, I don't get to see them much. And second, the fact that it's happening in a few months made me super happy, because I finally have a tux I can go anywhere to it. But yeah, would you like to add, love? Sorry. Yeah. I took Brittany out to her favorite places yesterday, and we made a bunch of new friends. That's what we just said. We made a bunch of new friends. We went to these 3 places known as Mochabees, where we had our very first date 6 years ago, as of the 6th of this month. Which is just this really cute little coffee shop that's very cool, very inclusive, and very friendly. And a huge shout out to the barista there. Him and his girlfriend are actually fans of the Spyro Reignited trilogy, and when I told him who I was, recognized me as one of the top runners in the world. So I was trying to do a speed run in dedication to them as like, hey, thanks for supporting my work, and, you know, here's like a really cool shout out from a content creator who, you know, loves and respects you guys' business and stuff. Tech issues made that shit fall apart, sadly. But huge shout out to them. I never got his damn name because I suck about that. But if you're watching, bud, it was really nice chatting with you. And I hope your girlfriend likes the stream as well, especially if you said she's been playing Spyro for a couple of years, so that's awesome. We then went to Trix Tattoo, an adult shop, which is like this really cool kind of, what would you say, like indie store kind of thing? It's a tattoo shop / sex store. It's a tattoo shop above with cool little pagan paraphernalia, different stuff from different cultures. It's like an all-inclusive kind of store. It was really fucking awesome. I have really bad social anxiety. I never really talk about it on stream. And Brittany and I confirmed yesterday that it's just 100% due to being stuck in this apartment so much. So when I had a near anxiety attack yesterday, and I thought everybody was going to jump on me about it, no, everybody was really friendly. A special shout out to Honeybee, Sam, and who was Sam's boyfriend? The new guy that works at Trix now?
I think his name is Michael.
Michael, I think his name is. Apologies, that's not your name. Again, I really am bad with names. I do not mean to be insincere. They were all really friendly. Honeybee gave me information as to why she understood that I will not publicly divulge out of respect. But to suffice to say, she understands my plight, basically. And yeah, everybody was really fucking friendly. We made a bunch of friends. And I even have a tattoo idea. I'm going to get my symbol, the decagram you guys used to see my BRB screen, or starting soon screen. And yes, to answer some questions I've been getting at the Wild Zoo. Yes, I am going to start using that screen again. The whole thing is, I wanted to get better at starting streams on time. That's why I stopped using it, was to encourage myself to do that. But I had no idea you guys actually really love that design. But yeah, I will start reusing that, and I've even got some new designs for it. Like, instead of just a regular decagram, I want to do like a Celtic knot version of it, where it's an intersecting symbol, which is actually good topic to bring up my tattoo. That's what I want. I want a intersecting decagram with Fable and Runic on my left shoulder. I've never gotten a tattoo before though, so I'm waiting a few months. And you know, tattoos are pricey. But yeah, we just had a really lovely time. I am actually very proud of myself. Yes, I'm going to be a bit egotist about this. Brittany actually thought I was going to make her pay for her food at both the places I took her to on her fucking birthday and our anniversary. So I surprised the fuck out of her when she was trying to take out her debit card, right, to pay for her half of the meal. I just told her to stop and immediately paid for everything myself, because I'm like, there's no way in hell I am forcing my fiance to pay for her food on her birthday, anniversary or not, right? That's just not a really cool thing to do. So she just had this big ass smile on her face, and dude, it was beautiful. I haven't seen joy in her like that in a long time. It's like it was a very healing experience because we never get to go out anymore due to our situation with her estranged parent, you know, and our financial stuff and our non-vehicle situation. So it was just really good to get out, meet new people, and make new friends. I didn't expect that. That was awesome.
We're gonna try to go out again, but want to try that new coffee place.
The Iridians were neither gods nor demons. They were simply a people whose abilities outpaced their needs. So, in their curiosity, broke down walls that should have stayed. They were perhaps fated to be erased at their own behest,
I want to see something.
like the forest that grows
This way they
so
can
that
hear
it
you
may
better.
burn.
Say anything? Go ahead.
We'll try to go out again sometime next month. That place called Coffee Stamp. I actually met the owner of
Yeah. Yeah, it took us, even with Lyft/Uber yesterday, it took us a good hour and a half, I want to say, to get there. It's a long time, even without public transportation. It's nuts how far away we live from anything considered a city. Like, we live on the outskirts of St. Louis, so we live in bumfuck nowhere. Think of nowhere from Church of Cowardly Dogs with like a few dollar stores, and you've got a good idea of where we live, essentially, right? And don't get me wrong, the area's very nice, the locals are very friendly. Surprisingly, despite being hardcore Christian, everybody's been very friendly with the fact that Brittany is Buddhist and I am Wiccan. They were really supportive. They even invited us to the church saying they accept all walks of life. You know, it was a nice accepting community. I'm not used to that, honestly, growing up in the loop.
There was a mini Asian market. That's where I go to get their tofu for a better deal. But unfortunately, because Costco had bought that property, they had to relocate even further.
Yeah.
So I can't go there anymore.
Anything you would like to talk about yesterday? Feel free.
But yeah, we went to that Terra Tacos. I tried their jackfruit special.
Damn, I forgot Terra Taco. Yeah, we made friends there as well. Sorry. I feel like okay. To anyone from those businesses that I mentioned that is possibly watching my stream, I doubt it, but because everybody's busy, obviously. I am not alienating anyone intentionally. That is literally just how shitty my memory is, so apologies beforehand, but go ahead, love, sorry.
But yeah, we went there. We went to Trick's Tattoo. As he said, I plan on getting a new tattoo for the first time in 7 years.
You want to get a cover-up one as well, from what you told me.
Yeah, it's due to personal reasons.
And it has everything to do with who you guys are thinking. Seek out the Trial of Supremacy. I don't like the name of that trial. Nice. Wait a minute. No. No. It can't actually be on Necklace of Veil. Oh, okay. But yeah, we just had a really nice time. Like I said, made a bunch of friends. Everybody's really cool. I talked to Sam, the lovely lady who might be doing my tattoo in a few months. Again, I said might because I have a very low pain tolerance. And yeah, everybody was really fucking cool. I liked Honeybee's outfit, by the way.
I think I know why the tattoo's gonna be $350.
Oh, hey! I almost forgot about this last list mission. I was supposed to find someone to help
You gotta factor in detailing.
destroy our world.
Detailing is understandably very expensive because it's the most time consuming and requires the most resources. That's similar to like if you want a photorealistic art piece over a cartoon one, right?
Yeah, I'm getting a watercolor tattoo.
You see what I mean though? Like a cartoon one, and no, I will never fucking shit on cartoons or animation because it's a very respectable medium and it honestly doesn't get enough love, especially fucking Oscars. But the way to look at it is you could either get a somewhat cheap animated picture, right? Or you can get a photorealistic one that has insane amounts of detail, right? And that's what you need to factor in when you're getting a tattoo like that. Detailing is everything when it comes to pricing. Hey, get the fuck over. Bam, dead. Got it. Got it. Oh, for anyone wondering what the hell I'm doing, I'm filling up the map because I'm trying to platinum this game. Well, you know, big surprise. Because I've never ever platinumed a Borderlands game, and this seems to be the only one that seems doable at this point in time. Handsome Jack collection, I don't have the
A lot of funny stuff on this planet. Get that same feeling I got when I was on Pandora, Promethea, and Eden 6. Lena says the Vault planets are all linked somehow. Anywho, doesn't seem to be any other humans on this planet, so I'm gonna go explore naked. I'm free hamming it.
SpongeBob, I think Squidward's a paranoid schizophrenic.
Wait, what?
Squidward is paranoid schizophrenic.
No. No, it's supposed to be a. I think it's supposed to be represented like having a fucking breakdown.
I still feel bad for SpongeBob though. He started doing my tongue. What the hell are you talking about?
SpongeBob. Ah, shit. Now, if you guys want to see a funny video, it's famous on like TikTok and shit right now, but someone just like maximized the volume of it, but essentially someone took the German translation of SpongeBob, and when he says "You crustaceous cheapskate" is like shaking him, and they dubbed it in German, and they fucking blasted the volume, and just the way it's fucking animated fucking cracks me the hell up. It's so fucking funny. And it fits beautifully. No, fuck over here. Ah!
I was made for this!
You were made for this, Jose. Are you sure about that, bud? The only thing that can actually kill us is falling to our death. I feel that is very, very privy information that should be known.
No. Sorry.
No, I'm stuck. What the fuck? There we go.
He should have cut his arm off. They're saying weapons are more realistic.
Oh. The Bomberman one. God damn.
Oh, that
That was
was
fun.
I'm just trying to show the graphic detail.
Be sure to bring that thing on by the kitchen ride so I can put it in the system.
Whoa.
I hope they knock him out first.
It's the Necrothepeo cycle. I like this. I want this. Oh yeah.
With that fancy blink tech, ain't nobody
So
gonna
completing
catch
like
you,
little things like that
bitch.
gives you badass points or guardian points. Oh no, it doesn't. What the fuck? All right, I think we filled out as much as we could of the map. So let's continue. Mega Man using Leaf Shield in a realistic scenario. That's hilarious. It also wouldn't fucking work. I just feel the need to point that out. Mega Man would get fucked up before he even landed the shot. Made it.
That COV
Got it.
propaganda was driving me up the wall, but you sure got my frequency locked in, sugar.
Let's see. So we got the proper. Nope, that's Typhon log. Okay, yeah, so we just gotta go this way. Up here. Whoops. Break. There we go. I didn't even worry about anything. We got something for that.
Well, we crashed.
Oh yeah,
Shipment
there we go. That's all the
Flammo.
Typhon logs.
We got
I don't really
guns
good about
and gear
collecting
and
these
bad
in
camps to last
my
us a few months.
revisit.
So we should be alright. Store a few of these historical markers on the ship. That's a good thing, too. It's easy to get lost on this planet. Necro-DeFeo. That name, it don't make no sense. I mean, what the hell is a Feo?
Alrighty, now we go find the deadlock again. Shit, I don't remember where it's at. Oh, there it is. Duh. There we go.
I suppose
So,
these Typhon archives are less compelling when you've already met the man himself. Nevertheless, there's nothing like a little loot to educate the masses.
ta-da! Oh shit, raid boss! You motherfuck! Ow. I want the boss though. Fuck you! There we go. So yeah, we're gonna finish the story now that we've got as much side stuff as we can get right now. You know, pretty much. And then we're gonna go back and we're going to get all of the raid bosses and just kind of explore the bonus stuff. There we go. Whee! You okay? You look pissed. What's wrong? What, relaxing? I know the feeling, yeah. Whoops, whoops.
Tough. What you hiding?
Yay! Shit ton of iridium. Give me that. It's unsanitary. What the fuck? I don't get it. Where the fuck? Do 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 do. Yep, there we go. But yeah, one of the trophies, and it's for every single planet you visit, is find every named location. And I cannot tell you how much of a pain in the ass it is to get just that trophy alone on every single goddamn planet. It's more tedious than it should be. But it makes sense though, it's a massive game. If I was to like guesstimate, I'd say it's like 3 times as big as Borderlands 2. And that's including all the DLC from Borderlands 2. There we go. Whee! We need to go deeper into the planet.
Vault Hunter, over here. I'm ecstatic to see you. Typhon de Leon is waiting for you. Please, enter. I am Grouse, primary steward to Typhon de Leon. Because my counterpart is inferior in every way, de Leon has charged me with greeting you. So, greetings.
I tell you to cheer up, but honestly it seems like this might be the most cheerful you get.
Yeah, I have the same kind of intuition, Zane, honestly. He sounds like Mervin from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy when Alan Rickman played him. Oh. Whatever. What's the use? It's all pointless anyway. Remember, he just made everybody fucking depressed at the end? That was how they took down the enemy, and that still cracks me up. Hey, Gorilla. Don't die, don't die! There we go. Typhon de Leon.
Vault Hunter, I'm Sparrow. Typhon asked me to show you around.
Sparrow, what the hell? Typhon says the universe is in danger. We don't have time for a tour.
Go to hell, Grouse. Tour time! FYI, I did all the
And now we meet the legend himself, the first Vault Hunter.
We got a universe to save! Why? You were expecting someone less handsome?
And yeah, Sarge, we failed this.
Glad you made it. Bet it was a schlep. Here's a little something for making the trip.
I don't want it. I know what it is. It's the iridium thing. I don't want it.
Gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun, gun! Gun. Well, it runs on iridium, so if you got some, I'm always happy to make you a gun or two. But right now, I gotta show you something. This way.
I don't wanna.
Hey, bots, I'm taking the Vault Hunter to the machine. Don't let...
Hold on, let me remove that marker, because that's gonna fucking drive me nuts. Where is it? There it is. I didn't get the fucking dead drop. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Because we can just teleport back here now that we've been here.
Now's our chance to prove our worth.
Won't matter.
There we go.
It's the end of the universe.
Fuck. We need to go over here. Yada da da. Fuck. Whee! Yeah, I bet you guys didn't know that. Zane can fucking fly, apparently. There we go. Okay. The locker should be in this hallway over here. Type in dead drop. There it is. How the fuck? I could take a huge risk and fucking jump down. Eh, why the fuck not? Let's do it. Breaking Bad? Yeah, I remember that. That's when Gretchen was justifiably pissed at him for dragging her into his game.
Into his lie, yeah.
Yeah.
And remember, it was what was said. Gretchen and Walter were engaged.
I think this is a death barrier. Yep, that's a death barrier. Fuck! Douchebag.
Hyperion. You die when
Apparently when he met her wealthy relatives, he felt intimidated.
Really? So it was his pride.
Yeah.
Which, now that I think about it, sounds like it was in retaliation for that. Yeah. She didn't do anything. She was offering to help out of the goodness of her heart, and he fucking screwed her over in the process. Manipulated her like he manipulated everybody else in the series. Again, you're not supposed to root for Walter. It's... Ooh, nuclear sheriff. The level 17? Yeah. Yeah. That's why Walt is a fucking dick. Where are we going? Over there. Yes. Yeah, see? We can teleport back there. I know what I'm doing. Sometimes.
This laser whip's been handy. Helps me keep up in my sundown years. Plus, whips are great. Lasers too.
I hate what happens to him. I really fucking do.
By now you figured out Pandora's a
Yeah.
planet-sized vault.
No.
Meridians called it the
His
Great
son's
Vault or
dead.
something.
Because his daughter killed him.
They crammed an interdimensional monstrosity
Like,
in there
Tyrene's a
called the
fucking
Destroyer.
monster.
Wasn't easy. But they did it. The Iridians sacrificed their whole civilization to lock that thing away. But they were smart, those aliens. The Iridians had a backup plan, just in case someone was mashuga enough to release the destroyer. If that happens, well, they named it the destroyer for a reason. Behind this door is an ancient Iridian astrokinetic vault-powered phase engine something or other. I just call it the machine. Pretty nifty. And the cost.
Those Iridians know how to make an entrance, right?
This was the machine that locked away the destroyer the first time. And it can do it again too. But we need 4 vault keys to get in. You already got 3 of them, right?
You called it, boyo.
Pushed him away. He even stressed him out.
So,
Eden 6. It ain't no paradise.
yeah, so essentially this machine allows us to teleport to very specific planets over the universe.
My home.
It's uber fucking powerful, man.
Last key, and I know where it is. Heads up, though. It's kind of a schlep.
It's with his wife.
Be easy. Yeah, but I'm sure you're up for it. You're a Vault Hunter, like me. I'm the House Vault Hunter. You're gonna need it.
What you shooting at, bud? I really wish you would start shooting legendaries, man.
Malawan set up a buttload of bases between us and the Vault. This is exactly why I tried to keep Negra the
Fail secret in the first place. But I guess that bird's out of its cage. You gotta get the last key.
He hid it near the vault. There's a bridge that
There
leads
we
to
go.
the vault side. Head there, and good luck with Malawan.
Found out that he lied about how he was being treated, to pay for his treatment.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I hate Skylar, that was the one thing I sided with her on, but that's it.
She's still almost as irredeemable as him, to be honest. I wouldn't say as, but definitely damn near close to, you know? There was a lot that they pointed out that, like, someone made a really good video on it and now analyzing the good and bad of each of the characters, but someone made a damn good point. The whole reason Walter went into that business is because he was forced to work 3 jobs while she sat on her ass.
She was trying to become a riot bug.
With no success. And instead of, like, finding some kind of plan B to help, right, she put them in a situation where her husband had to force himself to work until he was nearly where he was to the point he was fucking riddled with cancer as a result.
This guy, people have been underestimating me my whole life. But like I always say, heroes come in all shapes and sizes. Anyway, keep heading towards the bridge. I'm gonna check in with your people and let them know what's up.
Like I said, there's someone's plan.
Hey, just got a rambling message from Typhon DeLeon. Something about a machine and another vault key. He seems to like you. Do us proud, killer.
I've been waiting for this a long time, Vault Hunter. This is General Daniel Trott. You're the feckless SOB who killed my little brother Samuel on Athenas. Well, Diary Calypso said you'd show up sooner or later.
I'll kill your brother again. He got in my way. We're trying to save the universe. He was a liability. This guy, Brittany, is the boss, is the older brother of the boss from Athena's 6, or Athena's. He wants revenge for you killing his brother, but his brother literally was trying to genocide innocent monks just to prove a point to the older brother who we were about to fight. He wasn't a good fucking dude, is my point. The little brother who we killed, who's the little brother of the boss we're about to fight. No, different characters entirely. They're kinda important to the story, honestly. They didn't really leave much of an impact. I think the guy with 3 testicles from Borderlands 1 had more character development to him than these guys. So we need to go up here and over here. Don't you fucking dare! God damn it, game! I knew you were gonna do that shit to me. No! Don't do it. Made it. Okay. Staircase. Yeah. That's the easiest one to get to.
Play it again sometime, would you? Whoa! There's a sick-ass booster device on that ride right there. Pick it up.
I'll kill you!
Again, the whole Gretchen thing definitely especially stood out to me as very scummy because she was nothing but good to him. Like, there was never any evidence of maliciousness in their past relationship, right? She didn't even apparently harbor any ill will towards him for the pointless breakup. She still wanted to help him. It was kind of a testament to how good of a person Gretchen was to Walter. Again, Walter's fucking pride. I'm not going to say I don't have pride, right? Because every human being on the planet does. But I will say this. I don't have pride to the point where I would not accept help from people that I desperately need, right? If I needed help, I would openly seek out that help. But that's the problem with Walter's character. He won't do it. He's like Vegeta. He won't swallow his fucking pride, except, you know, as far as I know, Walt didn't commit a genocide, but he did get a lot of fucking people killed. That's because Skylar was a bitch to him the entire fucking time. It's well documented. Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's one of the main ones. Like I said, he's the one who broke things off with Gretchen. He didn't have the balls to tell her. He tried to sneak out. That was until the brothers caught him packing his bags. It's like, I've never understood the petty bullshit. It's like, if you're gonna break up with someone, at least have the balls to actually do it. If you're stuck in an abusive relationship, right? Okay, fair, right? Get the fuck out of there and protect yourself. But if it's a consenting relationship, there is no ill will, there is no malice, and there's no abuse, then have the courage to actually break up with someone and give them the respect they deserve, right? Don't do it through fucking text. Don't do it through a fucking email. Do it face to face. If you truly care about that person, give them the respect they gave you the entire relationship, you know? I've never understood that fucking childish shit. So when they showed that in Breaking Bad with Gretchen and Walt, I was like, this is disgusting. A lot of people to this day who are fans of the show flat out said Gretchen deserved a hell of a lot better. Yeah, there's also, you could even take, oh, there we go. You could even take the evidence that, you can take it as evidence that she was the love of his life when Skylar immediately assumed there was cheating going on with Gretchen. No, there wasn't a single other ex she was suspicious about, just Gretchen. But that right there speaks testament to the fact that she knew Walt never fully got over Gretchen. It also shows she didn't really know Gretchen that much because Gretchen was extremely loyal to what the fuck is his name? I don't want to say Ted Beneke. That's the guy that Skylar fucked just to spite Walt. What was Gretchen's husband's name? The one that stole Walt's research. Elliot. She was loyal to Elliot through and through.
But yeah, he assumed that she had something to do with it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, major spoilers for Breaking Bad, by the way. I guess we can fucking say. Okay, am I messing something up? I swear, there's gotta be.
And you know, she had her own career thing, but you know, she's not a scientist, but she does, like I said, she started her own, I think she had her own business or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I said, he had good things.
Happily. They were happily engaged. They were truly in love, and he fucked it up.
Watching their, you know, they were not, I wouldn't say rich, but they were a part of the upper middle class.
This is gonna drive me nuts. How the fuck do I open this?
He felt intimidated.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, separation of the classes thing. That's a very common fucking stupid-ass reason that people will actually leave each other. That's why Ready or Not was a really good fucking movie, by the way. Because it kind of put that debate on the front lines of the movie. And they didn't ham-fist it, they didn't shove it down your throat, and they actually played with the idea as well. They didn't just be like, oh, some classes are bad, some are good. It's like, no, everybody's capable of everything, right? You can be the most pure-hearted person on the planet and still be capable of some fucked up shit.
Ooh. Oh, I forgot Grace is a scientist also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she helped with the research. She's the one who helped Walter discover it, if you look at the flashbacks.
Yeah, but, Elliot took that credit.
Again, Elliot's one of the only irredeemable characters in the show, other than Walt himself.
He screwed over his best friend.
His best friend, who not only was willing to share the fucking finances made from said research, but was willing to put his name on it as well.
Same with his other friend, was part of it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
When they met again at a party, because it was Gretchen and Elliot's anniversary.
Okay, I know I'm not like a genius, but I swear to God I'm doing this right. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but apparently this barrier doesn't want to fucking break. Eh, fuck it. It's just a vehicle thing. I don't care. We can come back for it. It's in the Tron area, so. I'm gonna do something on my phone. Have fun.
You're not worth my time. You don't even look as if you're alive.
I don't see. Thomas put it best yesterday. Because we were describing how we look at these games, right? We don't look at enemies as enemies. We look at enemies as XP and possible loot. Because that's how you look at enemies in looter shooters. If you've ever played something like Destiny, it was heavily inspired by this and Halo. I will fucking destroy you. Get out of that stupid vehicle. Why did my phone run out of juice? What happened? What happened? Oh, hi. Bye-bye. I forgot how powerful the Unforgiven is by itself. They're gonna keep firing me. I can't take damage. Don't worry about that. There you go. Watch everything just fucking melt. Except for the skeleton for some reason. Oh, elemental resistance. That's fucking why. Notice, Gretchen was the only one to try and talk reason into him either. Remember? The only one. That's another thing that really fucking bugged me about Skylar. She never seemed concerned about Walt. She was just always pissed off at him. Again, terrible wife. And people are like, oh, she's a feminist icon. And I'm like, you mean because she's a cunt? Because that's not a good look for feminists. The idea of feminism has nothing to do with toxic femininity. It's about equal rights for women and men. It doesn't have anything to do with, you know, men are evil or any shit like that. It doesn't generalize. But if that's the idea of a feminist icon, it's no wonder the movement died. You want to know a good feminist icon? Korra. Right? She's a fucking badass, but it doesn't define... Her character trait isn't, I'm a badass woman. No, it's, I'm a badass, despite all these stupid obstacles that are, you know, fucking me up as the Avatar. I'm still going to be a badass, and I'm still going to be who I want to be, despite what people are saying. Hell, fucking Reagan. Inside job. Yeah, she's a likable fucking... Oh, well, there goes Tron's brother. Bye-bye. Nope, that wasn't him. Good. Netflix is on my fucking shit list, even more now. Because, and anyone who's friends with me on Facebook or on Instagram knows I fucking tore them apart the other day. Just to give like a brief summary of what I said, because I said a lot about Netflix. Essentially what I said was, they're basically taking a page out of Sega of Japan's book, but not actually listening to Sega of Japan in the mistakes they made. For anyone who doesn't know, Sega of Japan infamously made a shit ton of horrible business decisions at the behest of the CEO of the company at the time, ignoring their sister company, Sega of America, who flat out said, go with the PS1, right? Don't launch the Saturn. Well, they missed out on the PS1 because of that. This, along with a couple of other bad decisions, is why Sega no longer makes fucking consoles. The Sega Saturn is widely regarded as one of the worst video game consoles of all time. For good reason. It sucks. How Netflix is doing this, they're completely ignoring their investors and canceling good shows like possibly part 2 of Castlevania, sadly. They actually did try to cancel the first part. They canceled Inside Job. All to continue supporting shows like fucking Farzar and Big Mouth. Big Mouth, which I 100% have to say is fucking pedophile bait. Farzar, which is literally just, let's be racist and fetishize darker-skinned black men, the show. And fucking Paradise BD, which literally glorifies police brutality. It's like, Netflix, you're not learning from the mistakes. You're actually embracing them and being worse. It's just, it's annoying. They canceled Inside Job for fucking Big Mouth. I don't think they're ever gonna recover from a blunder that fucking bad.
Well, Big Mouth is on 6 seasons so far, so it's been around 4 Inside Job.
They canceled, so what was read was that the reason why Inside Job was canceled was to up the budget for Big Mouth. And if that's actually the case, then Netflix really fucked up. Especially since if you look at the ratings, from a business standpoint even, Big Mouth is porn rating, porn viewership, but Inside Job and Castlevania are 2 of their biggest moneymakers. So not even, so not even from a business standpoint are they making good decisions. Because at least then you could be like, oh, okay, it's for the money, right? Makes sense. But even in that sense, it's not a good idea. Oh, he destroyed the fucking... Yeah. And that was just because Patton Oswalt was improvising. Patton Oswalt's a good comedian. I'm just gonna put that out there. For anyone who doesn't know who that is, you might most likely know him from either the adult comedy known as Grandma's Boy or, more recently, Ratatouille. He was Remy. He was the chef rat. It's actually my favorite Disney Pixar movie of all time. I'm sorry. Again, I'm biased because I'm a trained chef, and I just love seeing it accurately portrayed and the attitude that's in that movie that anyone can cook. Listen to that again, right? Not anyone should. Not everyone should. Anyone could. It's saying that everybody has the possibility to learn. It's not saying everybody should choose it as career. Yeah, they broke the kind of trend that Disney was doing at the time where they would have these very grandiose messages, but they'd be very conflicted, right? Oh, anybody can be a hero that saves the world. And then they say, and then in the message would be in the movie that you'd read between the lines, oh, anybody should be. And it's like, no, that's not what you're supposed to be promoting, right? That's not good. You're not going to tell a child to fucking stop a nuclear holocaust. You know what I mean? So I'm glad Ratatouille broke that kind of weird mixed signaling that Disney's really well known for. But yeah, he did that. He plays a couple characters in... we watched it recently. What was it? Wasn't he in Star vs. the Forces of Evil as a character as well? Okay. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, he's a well-known comedian. He's really funny. He's really a sweet dude as well. But yeah, he regrets being in Farzar. And I'm like, gee, I wonder why.
I think for him, that was like a warning.
Yeah. That's the other thing about shows like this. It kills decent actors' fucking careers. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, man. I've always been surprised that South Park never fucking got canceled. The shit they got away with, for instance, painting gays as terrorists. Yeah, God, the fact that that's lasted in the era that we're in now is nothing short of surprising. Yeah, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, Britt, they made Satan and Osama bin Laden a gay couple as terrorists. Yeah, it's not too hard to read between the lines on that one. Did you hear what they did to my people, the Irish? Oh boy! So I want to give a huge shout out to the Irish culture, because we are one of the most hated cultures on the planet, and I've always despised that fact about human history, as well as the Wiccans. We finally got representation at the Oscars, and you know what happened the very next fucking day? SNL sent our progression towards equality back like 50 fucking years by not only picking on an actor who has been open about his 20-year sobriety and his battle with alcoholism, which, by the way, much respect to Colin Farrell, because alcoholism is one of the hardest addictions to fight from what I've heard. So much fucking respect to him. And he took it in stride, by the way. He fucking did a tongue-in-cheek joke ripping on SNL, right? But yeah, they basically made a skit painting the Irish as unintelligible, drunken idiots. And for anyone who doesn't know, there's a very popular stereotype, unfortunately, of my culture that we're all drunken, morons, and domestic abusers and all that shit. Understandably, big-ass YouTubers, like even Jacksepticeye, who's normally a pretty fucking chill person, was understandably furious at this.
I'm gonna end you, for my name is Daniel
Guess I'll give it a whack.
So, the Joseph Stalin of businesses and the wannabe Hitler? Yeah. I say wannabe Hitler historically accurately because Donald Trump's parents are both high-ranking KKK members. What is it, they're dukes? Wasn't that revealed at the election? Whoa. Worse! He was one of the leaders of the sect. God damn, how... Oh.
I could go for some soft serve. Cherry vanilla all the way, boy.
That path leads straight to the vault. That's where I hit the key. Don't worry, I'll stay
She was
guard
forced
outside
into
the
silence
machine
from what I
and keep
understand.
Ellie safe. Now get your
By the way.
keys to moving.
By the way, the guy that just went boom, that was the boss. Yeah, this shotgun's pretty fucking powerful. I love it. But it's like, that's what Britt and I were talking about the other day, is like, in an era where everybody's quote-unquote, what is the word now? It's not SJW anymore, it's what, woke, right? That's the new one that people have twisted on its head. Where it was supposed to have a positive intention, right? SJW, a good example, for anyone who doesn't know, it stands for Social Justice Warrior. It was originally a group of individuals who would go online and publicly oust horrific events from celebrities and people in the public eye to hopefully get justice for victims of domestic abuse, abuse of all kinds and everything. What it turned into is, how do I get my 15 minutes of fame and ruin an innocent person's life? A good example would be Danny Sexbang was a victim of false accusations, which were all proven false. No big surprise. And unfortunately, his career is now permanently tarnished. Johnny Depp's another good example, though he was a domestic abuser during his time on 21 Jump Street.
And he dated a 17-year-old when he was 26.
Yeah, he's not a good dude, but the whole case in point, during the Amber Heard trial, he was in fact innocent. He didn't lay a hand on her, he didn't hurt her, but she literally beat the living shit out of him. There was even known evidence and video proof that she beat the crap out of him the day of his mother's funeral. His reaction? He punched the captain and walked away. He didn't sink himself into a bottle. He didn't sink himself in drugs. He walked the fuck away. Because when you're in a state like that, when you're pissed off and you're mourning, the last thing you want to do is be around the person who's making you feel worse. You know what I mean? And there's also evidence to support that she was consistently recording every little thing he was doing to try and catch him in the act of something, but there was never anything concrete. And in fact, even her own lawyer told her to shut the fuck up and to back off because he just got tired of the lying. My favorite part of that whole trial was the makeup company that she claimed to support for cancer research. Wow, what a thing to lie about. Didn't even know who the fuck she was. Oh yeah. So what we were all hoping would be like a rare victory for male domestic abuse victims, speaking as someone who was, don't worry, Brittany is, just to summarize it, Brittany's the most incredible woman. She is the love of my life, and she has never mistreated me. She's obviously been a victim of abuse herself from her past, and likely her and I both have had PTSD episodes, but nothing to the point where either of us got harmed. If we both, notice we're triggered on something, we'll walk away, right? We'll calm down, and then we'll sit down and talk and be like, hey, what triggered it? What can we do to help, kind of thing. Just constructive conversations, because we've both been, we're at that point in our lives, especially in a relationship, where we're old enough to know, like, screaming matches are never okay, screaming at each other, fucking throwing shit, stupid shit like that, slamming the door and everything, that's not okay, right? That's not communication, that's toxic. And we both grew up in households where that was a normal thing, so, you and I knew right off the bat, that was definitely a behavior to avoid.
There's only one thing in life that happens 9 months later.
Yeah. Oh, dude, when the boys heard your mother, they fucking hid. There was an incident where, as you guys know, Brittany's mother's a monster. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. She's a fucking monster. She is the one human being other than Donald Trump that if I was to find out died tomorrow, I wouldn't feel a thing. And her own daughter, Brittany, has even said the same thing. That's how bad this person is. But anyway, she publicly attacked us at our home. First of all, anyone who knows anything about St. Louis knows that our police department isn't exactly the kindest towards black people, statistically speaking. Keep that in mind as a frame of reference when I bring this up. She tried to use the police to illegally track us down against our wishes and to attack us. She made a bunch of accusations towards me, like I was abusing and harming Brittany, who, when they saw her, they're like, oh, she's fine. She's perfectly fine. She seems healthy. She seems actually scared of you. Referring to Brittany's mother. The worst, though, and Brittany, I honestly don't blame you for your response to this. She tried to tell the police that I had raped Brittany. There's actually a very personal reason why this is a fucked up thing to say about me in particular. I actually am a rape victim. The woman I dated before Brittany had brutally raped me. I was one of those people, what would you say, hopeless romantic kind of thing, Britt? I wanted to lose my virginity to someone that I was very serious about. And she took advantage, she groomed and she fucking raped me and took that opportunity from me. So, to be accused of something that you yourself have been a victim of is one of the most painful experiences I've ever fucking had. I mean, again, I've been raped, I've been stabbed, and I've been shot at. So for that to be her fucking weapon, dude, I was seeing red. But I think, I'll be honest, Brittany, I don't think I've ever seen anyone as angry as I saw you that day. Brittany, I want to point out real quick, by the way, that, yes, Brittany and I both have been through hell. It's why we never want to have kids, because, we don't want to risk them growing up the way we did, right? First of all, poor, because no kid should have to grow up and struggle for a meal every night, right? No one should in general, but especially children. And two, as long as that psycho's breathing, our kid would never be safe. She's a literal threat. But with that in mind, I want to point out praise for Brittany. She's never once ever come close to doing anything that psycho's ever done. No matter how angry she's gotten about something, she's never made threats, she's never harmed me, she's never done anything of that sort, and I'm very proud of her. Because she grew up in a household where that was literally considered normal, because her entire family is composed of 5 generations of domestic and child abuse. So the fact that she was able to break away from that behavior, see what was right from wrong, despite being in such a conflicting environment, I'm very proud of you. That's not easy. When you have no one to teach you otherwise, right, and you have nothing to go on but your gut instinct, the fact that you're able to figure all that out on your own is it's good. But, basically, she came to our home. She, first of all, tried to threaten me, as did Brittany's aunt. Which Brittany found hilarious, because they couldn't even fucking type a text message to save their fucking life, because they were so fucking angry that we didn't retaliate against them. And they pounded on our door. We were on, what was it, Death Watch? Isn't that what it's called? Severin. My sister's my oldest sister's pet Severin, who is my childhood pets, Madison and Trixie, their sisters, their father was on death watch. His mate had died, wife in pet terms. Beautiful cat, may she rest in peace as well. She went out horribly as well. So we were watching him. We didn't even notice for like the first 15 minutes that they were pounding on our door, which is right next door. I went out to the hallway, and Severin snuck out, so we know for a fact that Brittany's aunt saw him. Again, keep that in mind. She physically assaulted my sister's apartment. She tried to pound the door down. She tried to break it down to the point it was literally hanging off the fucking hinges. She then had the balls to threaten to call the cops. My little sister, Crystal's daughter, my older sister. Long story short, my niece and I are super close. We consider each other siblings. Long and gist of it. She got so pissed off, she called the cops. Brittany was panicking because she thought I called and she didn't want her family to fucking come after us because they're, again, psychotic. And I had to explain, no, it wasn't me because it wasn't our apartment. It was my sister's place. This is officially a form of breaking and entering. The police came by. Brittany's mother tried to smooth talk them and tried to say, oh, but he's a monster this, he's a monster that. Keep in mind, I'm in the apartment fucking shaking because that woman is literally terrifying to me. I have nightmares. And I actually have PTSD because of that incident. And the police did nothing. They did absolutely fucking nothing. They said, oh, but we can't do anything because, you know, it's a public complex. It's like, they're throwing shit at us. They're pounding on our door. They're trying to break into my sister's house, or apartment, which is, again, literally breaking and entering. The fuck you mean you can't do shit? It was so bad that Brittany was looking to me for support when her aunt was literally in her face about to beat the shit out of her. And when she looked at me, her aunt is like, oh, so you're letting him speak for you now. And it's like, no, you psychotic bitch. You're scaring the fuck out of your niece for no other reason but because your psycho sister, who, by the way, is a clinically known narcissistic abuser, told you to. It's like, it gets to a point where it's like, if that is your idea of love, if breaking down someone's door that you don't even know, if physically attacking someone who's done nothing to you, and this is why I have PTSD, by the way, get ready, trigger warning. Because of that incident, I am sad to say Severin didn't make it the night. Due to the shock and terror of the incident that he endured, due to all that shit, he died of a heart attack in my sister's arms. Now I know what you're thinking. Hopefully something was done about it, right? Maybe the police came back or did something. Nope. That psycho is still walking free, as is her crazy fucking sister. And there's nothing we can do. So, due to that, because I actually witnessed him pass, it was one of the most traumatizing events in my life, because I literally witnessed him slip through my sister's fingers in a metaphorical sense. And when I went to hold him to say goodbye, it was like touching a statue. Hopefully that explains why in my earlier streams when I started streaming when Britt and I got together, why I have such a deep detestment and hatred for her parent. I honestly, I'm not joking, I don't believe in hell, because again I'm Wiccan, but if there is one, there is no hell that could ever put that psycho through as much hell as she fucking deserves. Hate me, right? Whatever. You hate me because I'm good to your daughter, and I treat her with respect, which is something you will never fucking understand. Fine, right? I can handle someone hating me for no reason. With Humans United, I deal with that a lot. Long story short, when you save lives, the people that wanted them to suffer now hate you. It's a big problem, unfortunately. But when you drag an innocent animal that had nothing to do with it into it, and you cost them their life, you're dead to me. Ooh. But yeah. Aw, hi Shadow. But yeah, after all that happened, it took Brittany and I want to say 6 to 8 months, right, to finally feel safe in our home, because at that point, she was literally coming to our apartment every weekend attacking us. Like, we were in the middle of watching Better Call Saul. I remember that vividly. And she pounded on the fucking door. Oh, but none of the neighbors fucking heard it. Yep. And we figured out, we educated ourselves on narcissists and their behavioral patterns, and apparently what she was doing was known as control. It was known as taking control. It's when a narcissist will essentially bribe you with rewards. And then once they have you, you're essentially fucked. You're trapped. She first did this with the car, which is how we had a vehicle for a while. Brittany unfortunately had to play into her fucking head games just for us to be able to get to the store to not starve to death. And as a result, you know, we lost friends, we lost family that we loved, we lost the ability to see them. I can't see my original daughter. Again, another cat, no worry, I don't have any actual kids. I would love to be a dad, right? I just, with the way the world is right now, first of all, if Brittany and I have a child, they'd be mixed, so they go through absolute hell for that alone, unfortunately. That too, yeah. We also can't afford it. We don't want, like, we discussed it openly back when she proposed to me, and then I proposed a few months later when I looked as bald as a fucking testicle. It's not funny, man. Yeah, it's hilarious. When I got my head shaved because COVID, the boys didn't fucking recognize me. Shadow looked at me like I was a fucking alien because my head looked like a bald testicle.
He was,
He's like, and I'm like, dude, it's me, it's Papa. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, it's like, Dad, what the fuck did you do to yourself? I'm like, blame your grandma. Yeah, my mom is a trained hairstylist, so I had her shave my head. So I could start it from scratch, because my hair was all messed up. I didn't have any money to get it trimmed or anything, so it just, you know, became too long to the point it went down to my butt. Keep in mind, I'm 6'2". And yeah, it tangled like hell. It hurt to lay down, right? Because every time I would lay on my back, it would pull. It said no, essentially, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to start from scratch, to have a healthy head of hair, which it grew back in, what, like 6 fucking months? Yeah, I have good genes in with my hair. Letta is Typhon's wife who died, by the way. Spoiler alert, Typhon's wife is dead. She's been dead a long time. He buried the vault key with her. Yeah. But yeah, whenever I mention the name Rushilia back in the day, that's her name. I try to refrain from using that name as much as possible now for obvious reasons. One, that name is literally a trigger for Brittany and I. And two, I just don't like putting a name to something, or to someone that acts so inhuman with their cruelty.